Another graph, this one is interesting because it has several lines and they are color coded, so it might not look good if you print it in black and white, but you should be able to see on here. We have two different sides. This left-hand side is the HESI exam mean score, and the right-hand side is an ATI mean score. And then on the top it tells us learning outcomes based on exit exams, and it looks like we have one set of exams here and another set there, and each has their own scale on the right. And then you have like 1, 2, 3, 4 parts for this exam and 4 parts for this exam. They are safety and infection, nursing practice, clinical judgment, and therapeutic nursing. Then we have overtime on the x-axis and score again on the y-axis, but it's different based on your test. So data from two different sources with different scales using one graph. Each colored line represents a content strand of knowledge that the nursing department assesses in their students. However, in the summer of 2008, so right about this time frame, the department changed the test they were using from the HESI to the ATI. The left-hand side shows the scale out of 1,200 points, and then they kind of figured out a similar scale, but using this ATI score, it's between 55 and 95. Very different, but when they put them side by side, you can kind of see how the students are doing over time, even though this scale is very different from this scale. It might be like putting the SAT scores on this side and the ACT scores on this side, because they're very different in terms of the scales. So they had to arrange it carefully to be able to compare the two types of tests, but by putting them on the same graph, the nursing department is able to see the progress of their students over time, even though they changed their assessment. And then having a big break right here helps you visually see where they switched from one test to the other. So yeah, that's kind of a lot of data on one graph, but I think it would help if you were in that department to help see how your students are doing. And it looks like they're improving somewhat, especially this green line, because that's the safety and infection, and it's just continually going up. So that one's pretty good.